This cobble path that I was laying wasn't a job from scratch. Basically, I had a call from the customer because he'd allowed some tradesmen access through his garden with machinery, and they'd driven up and down this cobble path so many times. They had left 2 tram marks right through the middle of it, and then they decided to fix it for the customer, but all they did with fixing it was just relay over the top of the sunken areas, and it didn't match into the sides. It was horrendous, but they'd managed to make it look reasonable and got away with it. So I said to the customer the only way to do it was to rip them all up and start again. The original way they were laid was in some sort of coal dust lime mixture, which would have been very good at the time. It could well be been down for 100 years. My only option now was to rip them up and then relaying them on a sand and cement base. It was a bit daunting at first, the job, because there was a lot of cobbles, and I don't know if you can quite see in the video, but I'm still matching in just bits of it on the side, further away from the camera. So getting all the levels right and the heights to work was a bit of a job. Once you got into a bit of a rhythm, it wasn't too bad, and the selection of stones was quite good. And all these stones must have come from the beach, which isn't far away. Very, very short walk from the property we were working on. So I was just laying roughly a 2-inch bed of mortar with a wet mix, and then just tapping them gently into place. I was trying not to be too picky with the stones and keep it as random as possible. And then between the stones, then I was up in an hour, and what do I do? Do I brush in a resin mix, or do I individually point? Didn't really want to use resin, as I wanted to keep it traditional. So in the end, I decided just to go with a wet mix on the pointing, leave it dry a bit, and then give it a good brushing over just to give it that aged effect. We were quite happy with the outcome in the end.